First of all, before I get started, I want to give an honor to God who is in my life, to Superintendent Pastor Ron Goodson, to our pastor, First Lady, National Recording Artist, J. Nicole Goodson, to all our elders, all the internet, all our missionaries, all our ministers, to you, the saints of God. I'm not going to be before you long because we don't have that much, we have a time limit. I'm going to stick to it. But the subject was, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not who I used to be. Sometimes I will admit I didn't want to necessarily look back at what I was because I never really liked what I was. I was the way I was raised. I was the way I was. I used to, and I know some of y'all, because y'all my family, y'all know me, some of these things going to look kind of similar, but that's because y'all only known me for a little while. Y'all hadn't known me back then, y'all would realize that the way I was and the way I am now is two different things. Like I used to have fly off the handle all the time.
Oh, yes, sir.
Not only fly off the handle some of the time. It's a difference. I still do, but God's still working with me.
Yes, he is.
I'm learning some stuff, so therefore it's not every time somebody cut me off, I got something to say. Now it's just every now and then, if I'm in the fast lane and somebody driving 55 miles an hour, and I'm going to drive the speed limit, then I might say, hey, would you get out of the way? Before I used to do it all the time. I was almost running off the road. Now, I might go, it's kind of different. I used to, now this is funny because people that know me might not even know this. I used to hide my feelings all the time. I had friends who was friends with me for years, really didn't know me. Because I would only be the type of person they wanted to see. Now I don't hide my feelings. And but the problem that I'm learning, and like I said, once again, you haven't pictured me, guys, not dealt with me yet. The problem with not hiding my feelings is I don't know how it's supposed to look. I'm still trying to figure out how that's supposed to look and me telling you how I really feel without actually, still trying to figure that out. But see, that's why God got me in this position, because I'm in a learning position. I'm trying to figure some of this stuff out. So I'm not where I used to be, but I'm not where, I'm not where I want to be at either, I used to not know how to show love. It's hard to show love when you never seen it.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see love. Yes, my mom loved me, but it was a different type of love. It was that, because my mom was a single parent. So the nurturing type of mom wasn't allowed in my house because she was trying to raise two boys. You can't be a nurturer and a disciplinarian at the same time.
Sure can.
I mean, that's my opinion.
Sure can.
My mama had to make sure that I didn't go to jail, that I went to school, that I did my homework, that I got everything that she needed instilled in a man into me. She didn't have time to say, oh baby, your daddy, he was a little hard on you, but it's gonna be okay. So that's always been my vision of what mama do. Daddy whooped you, mama soothed you. Mama couldn't soothe me and whoop me at the same time. It just didn't work that way. I need for you to be a man. So I'm gonna have to show you what my mother's thought process of what a man was. So I really didn't know how to love because my daddy wasn't around. I didn't know how I wasn't. The only love I seen with two guys was gays. And I know that wasn't right. So therefore, I didn't know how to go up to a brother and really be a friend. I'm just telling the truth.
Come on.
I didn't know how to walk up to Barney and say, hey man, let's hang out, we're gonna be friends. No, I thought he was after something. He was trying to steal my girlfriend. He trying to take my money. I didn't know what love looked like. But then, over the period of time, I'm learning what love is. I'm learning about the fruits of the Spirit and how you're supposed to show love. I understand that love is not you always doing for me and me always doing for you. Love is sometimes me just calling you saying, hey, how you doing?
Amen.
Hey, you okay? Yeah, you borrowed for something of mine, you never gave it back. Well, that's okay, ain't no big deal. Oh, look, ain't not big of a deal, really. I have learned that when I'm learning and what I have learned to me is love is not that big of a deal. In other words, when somebody does something bad to you, that you only think they really intended to do something bad to you. See, that's the key. Sometimes I have put stuff in my own mind to make it look like it really is that way. I have assumed that people have tried to hurt me, but they weren't even thinking about me.
All right.
But I have learned that love means, you know what? It's okay. It ain't about that. So, but I'm still learning. So I could be wrong, but I'm still learning. Because I'm not where I want to be at, but I'm not where I used to be at. See, I used to be the type of person I would find your weakness and exploit it. I learned that real quick. Yes, I've got some people in my family who are, well, And I learned to exploit some stuff. Now I'm learning to look at your weaknesses and try to strengthen you.
Come on, sir. Come on.
I've learned to try to look at your weakness. Yes, I do look for your weakness. Why? Because I want to say, okay, Elder Benjamin is bad at music, so let me get him on the keyboard and try to get him on the keyboard. And I say that because, you know, he likes to sing. I don't know if y'all know that B likes to sing. But, you know, people say he ain't the best singer, but he ain't where he used to be. Because I used to heard him on the mic a long time ago. Who loved that was? I don't know what key he was in, but he wasn't on the keyboard. But now, you know, he hold the note now. Because, you know, we look for that weakness and say, hey, we're going to strengthen that. We're going to push that up a little bit. I used to wear my feelings on my sleeve. And what I mean by that is how, you know, well, I'm working on that because I know some of y'all really, really know me. Y'all know I kind of still do it. But instead of my sleeve being this long, now it's only I'm working on it, God. You know, now sometimes, you know, my feelings, I don't really wear them that much. I'm not working on me on that one. This is a good one. I used to be proud of the idiot that I was. Now, I used to be proud of the idiot I was.
Now, come on.
And what I'm saying is this. Sometimes you can hear your surroundings and you can hear people tell you that they ain't right. I'll give you a good example. I was raised in the hood. I was raised in the project. So being ghetto, I was proud of that. Hey, I could be ghetto just with the next person. Yes, sir. I was proud of that. I was like a match. I'm from the ghetto. You ain't gonna step all over me. You know, I will go, how my wife say, I will go up your back and come down your front.
Wow.
That's what she said. I would say, you know how it is. I'm a man, I'm a grown man. You don't talk to me that way. You don't. Now, and I was proud of that. Now I realize, you know, to be so proud of some of the ignorant stuff that I was, some of the idiot stuff that I was, some of the stupid things that I was. Ain't nothing proud about that. I've learned that, and I'm working on that. I used to want to be perfect. I did. I've always been in extremes. I've always had one way, but how to cope. I just want to be perfect. Now I just want to be saved.
Amen.
If I could just make it in, if I could just make it into heaven, I'm going to be all right. I just want to be saved. I used to want to have all the women in the world. Yes, growing up, I used to want to have all the women in the world. That was my thing. I was going to mac, I was going to whoo. But I don't want to be a player no more. See, I found the perfect wife for me, so therefore, I don't really do nothing but be Mr. Michelle wife. That's all I want to do. I was misguided and unsure, uneducated and misinformed. But Romans 12:2 in the Amplified Version says, do not to be conformed to this world, this age, fashioned after or adapted after to its external, superficial customs. But be transformed, changed by the renewing of your mind, by new ideals and its new attitude, so that you may prove what is good and acceptable and the perfect will of God, even the things which is good and acceptable and perfect in His sight. That used to be a whole lot of things. It used to be all about me. Now I'm all about Him.
All right.
I'm not who I want to be, and I'm sure not who I used to be.
All right.